Hi guys, I am back and today I am going to be doing another get ready with me. I have not filmed in a long time. I'm going to be talking about what has gone on over the past month, and then I am going to be applying some makeup. I'm doing some filming today, doing some last minute errands and chores before I start my new job. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you again. So let's jump into the makeup. So I already have my sunscreen and moisturizer on, but I'm kind of a sweaty Betty, so I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer and a bit more than I would normally apply in the dead of winter. I'm just going to put this in my T-zone. And just let this mattify. Oh no! And I'm going to go in with this Lock Color Foundation Mini. We'll see how this goes. This is a testing of this foundation. It's one of my last little minis that I have left. Whew, a little tan. Okay, into the past month. It has been kind of crazy. I pre-filmed a bunch of videos for the month of June when I had more free time at the beginning of the month, because as you may or may not know, I graduated college and I moved. So that all happened in the span of like a weekend. Like my family, all of my family was in town Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we left with the already loaded U-Haul and got keys and moved all of my stuff in on Monday. So unpacking has been it was a big burst at first, and now I'm surrounded by boxes that I really need to just deal with, and these were like kind of the random extras that I just didn't know what to do with, and now I have to face facts. So we'll see. I'm almost out of this Ilia concealer. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm almost done with it, and so I have to go in with like the back of a brush and do this whole business, because I'm gonna get out every last drop. These concealers from Sephora are expensive, so I'm going to get me money's worth. Okay, there we go. I had to close some doors because I could hear the other people in the household pretty well. But anyways, okay, so I moved, I graduated. Graduation was so much fun. The actual like ceremony was just a lot of hanging out with my friends, because it took like 2 hours. And during that time, they're just like, most of that time they're just reading off names. So you can't expect people to just sit quietly, so we were kind of just goofing off and having a good time. This is how I taped up my Coty Airspun to get moved. Oh no. So yeah, so we move in, we're starting to get settled, we're unpacking, and then unfortunately my dog took a turn for the worse, so we had to say goodbye to him. So I went home for like a week and spent some time with my family, and yeah, it was sad, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely like kind of nice just getting to spend some time with my family and relaxing a bit before I came back to the piles of boxes. And the past few days I've been back, we've been doing chores, we've been running errands, I'm getting all of that stuff set up so that I can be ready to start work on Monday, which is tomorrow as of when I'm filming this, but not tomorrow as of when you're seeing this. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of get back into things and film some more. My chair is super squeaky, I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna kind of put on a little face today. So yeah, so moving went surprisingly smoothly. Oh Christ. There we go. All bronzed up, got my neck matching my face and the rest of my body. There we go. It has been like really hot here in Southern California, and it is not a vibe. I'm just gonna powder my face like 4 times during the filming of this Get Ready With Me, most likely because I am sweaty. So I am just going to, I'm gonna do my eyes first because I feel like my eyes dictates what blush I wear. I'm just gonna go in with my Pan That palette and the shade Work It. Oh, my Pan That palette is gonna go up before this, so I'm taking this shade. And yeah, I'm excited. I think this summer I'm gonna start a couple new series on my channel. I've got a lot of stuff queued up for July. My palette spotlight series is wrapping up, as in I have one more palette to spotlight, which will be going up this weekend, and then I will be moving on to, I think I'm gonna do maybe a lipstick series, kind of talking about the different formulas I have, maybe not different colors, but I also thought it could be cool to be like, here are like 3 reds, like duping myself in my collection. But I feel like if I start doing that, then I'm gonna be like, oh, I can get rid of stuff, but I don't want to get rid of stuff. I do want to do a makeup inventory update and like kind of how I've set up my collection in the new space, but I need to move some of the boxes out of here before I do so, just because it will drive me insane to film and edit it with all of the boxes in the way. So we're just waiting on me to get my life together in that regard. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more powder on my beauty sponge and just set down my nose. I don't know if you can see where it's getting all sweaty, but I feel like a sponge is the best way to apply powder when you're like literally sweating through your foundation, because it like kind of absorbs the sweat, which is probably gross. I think this sponge is definitely on its last legs as far as like cleanliness and wantingness to put it on my face or directly on my face, but we'll make that last as long as it can. Then I'm just gonna go in with the shade Angles, which is right there, and build that up in the outer corner. This has kind of been like my go-to look lately when I'm trying to get ready super quick. So yeah, the series, I'm also thinking about starting Pan Those eyeshadows, because I feel like I'm more familiar with my eyeshadow collection now. I think what daunted me about doing that project pan before was just that I had a lot of things that I just didn't feel like, I was like, I don't know if I would want to pan any of the shades in this palette, but now I think I've been reacquainted with my collection through that palette spotlight series, and I feel much more comfortable doing so now. So yeah, and then I'm just going to take more angles on the lower lash line. But I'm not sure, because I kind of like the way I have everything set up right now, and I'm like, oh, if I start painting a bunch of eyeshadows, then where would I put them? On my desk? Like, would I just keep them like up here, but then they might get in the way? Do I leave them in my thing and I just pull for them, but then I might forget to use them? I don't know. Sometimes I'll just leave it matte like this, but I think I'm gonna go in with some sparkle. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the shade Ignition, I think. This is the NARS Ignited palette, and I'm just gonna tap a little bit of it on my inner lid. This is such a pretty shade. So yeah, it's been a very emotional month. I feel like I have been very separated from my normal routines of just like exercising, walking, cooking, reading, all of those things that I love, that I wasn't in my normal space and I wasn't in my normal setup, so I wasn't prioritizing. But yeah, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm starting to be able to like actually get back into that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this brown liner in my tight line and some mascara, and I will be right back. So I built that mascara up a little bit more than I would for kind of an everyday thing. So I'm happy with how that turned out. And since I went kind of pinky peach on the eye, I'm gonna go in with Nude Glow. And I'm just gonna concentrate it on my cheeks and then kind of brush up. I never did brows. What am I doing? The other day, when I was home, I forgot my makeup brushes. Like, I brought my makeup, but not my brushes. And I really only did my makeup twice while I was home that week. But it was a fun challenge to be like, can I do a full face with no brushes? And it was a lot of fingers, but I made it work. So I feel like those kinds of challenge videos are fun, but like there's definitely a difference between someone who prepares to do the challenge video and they have like an eyebrow pencil that has a spoolie on the back already built in, versus someone who uses a brow pomade all the time like me, and they're like, well, I guess this is gonna have to do. Actually, I had my brow gel from NYX, so brows were the easiest thing. Powder was the hardest. I just took some on my fingers and like pressed it in with my fingers, but I'd never done that before, so that was a new experience. And then I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Nude Sticks pencil before I go in with gloss. I don't know. I've just been going straight in with gloss a lot lately, but since we're filming, we're doing all the things, might as well go for the full effect. This color is so pretty. I think it's just really like the best. Also, in case you're wondering why this room is so dark, it's because it's literally over 100 degrees outside right now, and the best way for us to keep the apartment cool is to shut the shades, run fans. I turned off the fan for now because the background noise was driving me insane, and just like keep the cool in while it gets really hot outside. I've always been used to it getting really warm, but I've never been used to it getting warm and staying warm at night. That's been the struggle. Like, I get very cranky when it's hot and I'm trying to sleep, so that has been kind of not as fun. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Buxom Moscow Mule gloss, which is also looking pretty well loved. I'll have to let this sit up so I can film my 20 and 2023 project update. But other than the heat, which is not the apartment complex's fault, I'm really liking the new apartment. One of my best friends in college is doing an internship around here, so she actually lives super close, and we've gone on walks. She'll come over for dinner. We'll just kind of hang out. So it's nice having like a built-in friend, even if it's only for a couple of months. I want to do something to get to know the neighbors. That's my new goal. That might be what I do this afternoon instead of dealing with the boxes like I said I should. So we'll see how that goes. So that is everything for today's look. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed, I will link down my playlist full of Get Ready With Me videos. Today was just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I am very excited to film a lot of content for the upcoming weeks, and I hope you enjoy it too. If you like project painting content, I've got plenty of that over here. And other than that, I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.